Hi, I'm Nicco Valenzuela and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, in this episode, we'll talk about something that every photographer should know before shooting professionally, and that is how to protect yourself from COVID-19. So now that shoots and events are now being partially allowed in various limitations, a lot of friends have been asking me on how to protect themselves from COVID-19. And well, first I want to start by saying that if your shoot is not necessary, it's not something essential, then I would still say that it's safest to stay home. But I do understand that a lot of people have to continue working, a lot of people have to continue producing, and that is why being guided on these things is very important. So with my background in healthcare, I came up with these 5 tips to help you memorize and understand how to protect yourself from COVID-19. And for this to be easier to remember the word sepia. S stands for self-check. It's important to be constantly checking yourself for any symptoms that you may be feeling, and also checking yourself for any possible exposure that you may have had. It's also important that anyone who's going to your shoot or anyone attending the event you're shooting should be checking themselves as well. If anyone has any symptoms or any exposure history, then they should altogether not be going to that event or shoot. So the things you should watch out for are the following. First, cough and colds. Next is difficulty in breathing. Third is loss of smell. And fourth is a fever above 37.5 degrees Celsius. If you feel or experience any of these, you should consult a doctor and get yourself checked. E stands for exposure avoidance. This pertains to maintaining a distance of 1 to 2 meters away from everyone else. And this also means making sure that everyone around you is wearing a mask to avoid getting infected. This also means that you have to make sure that you don't also expose other people to your own respiratory droplets, which leads us to our next point. P stands for personal protection. Of course, this is where masks come in. What masks do is actually minimize your probability of transmitting the disease if you have it, and also, of course, minimize the probability of you catching it. You have a choice between getting a surgical mask. The problem with this, of course, is it's disposable. And it's also not a bad idea to make use of reusable N95 masks. This is the O2 Air, and it makes use of a plastic shell with a silicone coating just to make sure that actually your nose and mouth are tightly sealed. It makes use of a filter that's rated N95, which has a higher index of protection. So since the mode of transmission of COVID-19 is getting respiratory droplets onto your mucous membranes, face shields make sense. These lessen the possibility of getting respiratory droplets onto your eyes, nose, and mouth. Another viable option is to wear the protective suits if you can tolerate them. But the important and crucial aspect is actually in wearing them and removing them and handling before they can infect or spread anything they've been exposed to. So before we proceed to the last 2 steps, let's take this time to finally draw and announce the winner of our Manfrotto camera backpack giveaway. So before all of that, let's take a peek at what the winner will get. So this is the Manfrotto Street Camera Backpack. This is the main compartment. It has a nice green finish, but with a camouflage laced interior and red accent padding. On the top compartment, you get a free cardboard box, but actually this is here to keep the shape. But on the top compartment, you can put some additional accessories. Also, you can put maybe a change of clothes, some food for whenever you go out to shoot. And there are two side pockets for additional accessories, maybe for additional batteries, memory cards, and all that. And same thing on the other side. And there's a strap also that allows you to mount and keep your tripod handy. And of course, at the back is a 14-inch laptop compartment, still laced with that nice camouflage exterior to protect your precious laptop. So there, this is the Manfrotto Street Camera Backpack. And you can see the tags right here. And it says, make sure to buy a genuine Manfrotto product. So there. Let's put this away. And finally find out who's gonna win this nice camera bag. So what I'll do now, basically what we've done is we've listed manually all the people who shared the Facebook post, and we listed them in chronological order and loaded them onto a randomizing webpage. And you will see here as recorded by my RX100 Mark VI, pointing right down at the Asus ZenBook Duo, and with the press of this tab, we pick a winner. Oh, okay. So our winner, I don't know his last name, but I see him on Facebook a lot. His name is Clyde Kevin. So there, congratulations. You win this nice new backpack, and I'll get in touch with you. The I in sepia stands for incessant hand hygiene and disinfection. It's important to always be carrying at least a small bottle of hand sanitizer or rubbing alcohol to keep your hands always clean. But of course, nothing beats proper hand washing. Also, it's important to be carrying a bigger bottle or maybe a big spray bottle to spray on your seat or maybe your car after the shoot, and basically everything else you touch. It's also a plus if you have a UV light wand that can help you clean your gear after the shoot. Lastly, A stands for area sanitization. This means that before and after your shoot, the area where you will be shooting should be cleaned and disinfected. This may be done with the use of UVC lamps or, more importantly, using disinfecting solutions. You don't want to be exposed to the viruses from other people who may have used the venue prior. If you're shooting in a studio, it would be very important to constantly be doing this. And of course, if you're shooting events at a certain venue, it's important to require the people from the place to disinfect the area. So there, remember the word sepia. S stands for self-check. E stands for exposure avoidance. P stands for personal protection. I stands for incessant hand hygiene and disinfection. And of course, A stands for area sanitization. I hope you stay safe as you keep shooting and avoid any other problems that come your way. So there, I hope you picked up a lot from that, and I hope that gives you an additional layer of protection as you continue shooting as a professional photographer. So again, congratulations to our winner. And to everyone who joined, please continue to watch and invite your friends to subscribe to this channel. Stay safe, God bless, and thank you.